Hello everyone and welcome to this week's healing session. Upon request from my Instagram story, I bring you today a video to help you support during this Venus retrograde season, which started on July 22nd and will be following through until the 3rd of September. Before we get into the session, I want to make a quick announcement. I added to my Patreon a monthly private Reiki session subscription. What does that mean? So there's 3 open spots left where you can subscribe, and we will do monthly Reiki sessions, kind of like in this setting like this, but instead of a video, it will be kind of like live one-on-one, a remote session. Let's say we decide on like Friday afternoon, because you have Friday afternoon offs from work. Then we choose a time, maybe 2 p.m. and it will be working on I will be working on my table while you just lay at home and relax, and I do this Reiki session for you. Every single month I will discuss with you what we want to do. Do we want to work on something mentally, maybe reduce your anxiety or whatever it is you're currently struggling with, or do we work something more physical, maybe some shoulder or knee pain, whatever it is, perfectly tailored to your needs. And I thought that would be really cool, where instead of just booking one session, you can just be subscribed for however long you want it, however long you need, and you just know every single month that you will have a Reiki session. So I only have 3 open spots left because I want to fully focus on those 3 individuals. So currently they're all open because it's fairly new, but I'm so excited for anyone that will subscribe, and thank you so much for letting me promote this real quick. Something I also want to touch on is yesterday I was part of this webinar. If you watch my videos and you're in the spiritual community, you probably came across Anila Sita, or you have heard of me talking about her. She and a money coach, or like mindset coach as well, hosted a free webinar yesterday evening, and I'm still buzzing with excitement from yesterday. It was really cool being with this group of people there. Like, everyone had similar thoughts, mindsets. We kind of also supported each other in those like 2 hours without even knowing it, and it was just so beautiful, and it was really informative. It was nice to see everyone else share their stories and be vulnerable with complete stranger. Like, the trust we had in sharing this with everyone was just so beautiful. And now we have a support group chat and we're making friends, and it was just such a cool experience. And it honestly, yesterday I realized it was something that I manifested a few months ago. I wanted to find more like-minded people and cultivate new friendships with my soul tribe, and I feel like this is one step closer to that manifestation, and it was just so cool. And I know I'm repeating the same words, but it's just like that feeling of warmth and fulfilled was just so beautiful. And also I stumbled upon a viewer of this channel which I didn't expect. If I remember correctly, the name was Sati. I hope that was the first name. If you're seeing this, shout out to you, and thank you for supporting the channel. It was really unexpected, and when they told me that one of my videos really meant a lot to them, I wanted to burst out in tears, because that's exactly why I opened up this channel. And it was so I don't know, this is the reason why I do this. It's just something I wanted to share. There will be a second time where this event will happen again. It's completely free. and I find that really, really cool. We don't know when the next one is gonna be, but I'm definitely gonna be there, and I'm so excited for this. So yeah, let's get into the session. So Venus retrograde. Venus, the planet of love, the beauty and the arts and everything, connections we have with people. Retrograde. A lot of people might fear for their relationships, which yeah, okay, it can happen, something, but it's not only that. It's so much deeper. But one of the first things we need to do during this retrograde is really let go of our old partners and relationships that we might still in our mind cling on to, even when we think, oh no, I completely let them go. It's memories, you shared a part of your life with them, so we're just gonna make this process a little bit easier. And this is the best time for this, so I'm just gonna cut the ties that can still hold you together with that person, even if you haven't talked in years and years. You built that like soul connection with each other, and sometimes it's just a little bit tricky to let fully go of that. So I'm gonna be using my scissors, just slowly gonna cut this off. If you know who you're still clinging onto, I invite you here to repeat the following intention along with me, which is, with love and light, I release my soul contract with this person. I have learned my lessons. I have shared my experience alongside them, and I release them with love and light for their next chapter to be without me. And if you want, you can even imagine a contract or like a cord between your heart and their heart, and like a red string just completely snapping off in the half, so that you fully release this connection. This retrograde is meant also to help us step forward, and by releasing this, you are getting ready for the next partner, and maybe the next one is the one, which is why it's so important to just fully let go of everyone, especially if one of those relationships was a karmic relationship that was just meant to learn certain things. Just gonna wipe your auric field down a little bit before we continue some deeper cutting. Just letting go of all that excess part right now. Also, today is the 8th of August, which is currently overall the spiritual community known as the Lion's Gate portal. And I'm not too much of an expert on this astrology wise. I just know like the star Sirius is either really high up or like transitioning from one space to the other. I'm not gonna pretend I know exactly what I'm talking about, because I don't. I just know that it's a really, really, really potent energy today to kind of determine how your next 12 months are gonna look until the next Lionsgate portal. So this comes really perfectly if one of your manifesting goals is like finding true love or like a relationship with your specific partner. So the timing is perfectly. There we go. I'm gonna cut it a little bit more, just so I'm sure we have not overseen anything. And I think I want to focus a little bit more on your heart chakra. For like a few, I think 2 to 3 minutes. Just gonna stir up the energy, break it apart. Hope you are feeling lighter already without any of the additional baggage that you have been carrying on, which was not necessarily needed. But sometimes we as humans overlook those details like that, where we think, oh yeah, I'm over them. But sometimes it bugs us way deeper than we think. And even right now during this retrograde, you might feel things coming up, or like thinking about your previous partners and getting angry about situations that might have happened. That's something I observe for myself. Like, just I'm really purging out everything right now. Now that we have this out of the way, like the most intense part, I'm gonna move on to the next thing, which is closing out chapters with people. And here it's not only like relationship based, maybe even old friendships, old work colleagues yet that you might have had, family members you just got out of contact, whatever it is. Just gonna close them. I'm gonna use this labradorite. Look how beautiful like the colors are. Such a unique stone. Like aesthetically wise, I think that's the most beautiful stone I have in my collection. So just gonna close those connections if we just have some kind of like open ends still. Especially if some of those people are a little bit stubborn and you keep thinking about them at random times, there's a possibility that they are manifesting you in some kind of way. So let's just, put up a nice barrier that closes you off from them, so that you're not tempted to go back into contact with them, especially if the connection was not a good one. Like, this is not the time for that. We want fresh, new healthy stuff. If I remember correctly, I think the labradorite is connected with our crown chakra. So I'm just gonna go over that and invite more energetically aligned with you connections. I feel like grammatically that sentence didn't make any sense, but I hope you understand what I mean. We're inviting the connections that are meant to be in your life. I just remembered something that Anila yesterday said is, whenever you feel like you need someone, ask the universe to bring this person into your life. For example, if you feel like you're lonely, you can ask, like, please send me people that are aligned with my energy and that are true meaningful connections. And just always ask for help in this case. And don't feel like you have to do everything on your own. Same goes when you feel too much heavy emotions and you feel like, I can't deal with this on my own. Ask the universe or God, whatever you like to reach out to help you lift this heavy load, to take off these emotions for you, because you can't process them on your own. Sometimes I do that when I am on my weekly forest walks, and I love that because it makes it really so easy, because I'm like tiny, and sometimes I feel too many heavy emotions or like too much at once. I'm like, it's too much. Like, I can't do this alone. It's just like this weight already gets lifted off. It's such a cool experience. So, next intention is reveal the truth. I never thought I would experience seeing a potential breakup during Venus retrograde, but it happened. And and it's happening because that relationship is not meant to continue. And that made me think, what truth needs to be revealed during this time? And not only during relationships, like within yourself, what are some wounds that are still deeply rooted inside of you that never had the possibility to come up? And I kind of like want to bring that up for you, whatever it is that should be healed during those 40 days. Well, now not anymore, but you know, until September 3rd should come up so you can move on, and as well as go to the next level. If some triggers come up during this Venus retrograde, don't dismiss them. Look at them from a perspective where it can teach you, like, okay, that comes up. That's something internally that I need to continue to work on. And this is where the truth comes up, it gets revealed. You will set the intention here that it is invited that the truth reveals itself during this time for your highest good, in comfort and alignment with your soul path, so you can go to the next level. Next is, I want to bring forth more of your self-love and deepen the connection you have with yourself with this beautiful rose quartz, which funny enough matches my nails. I'm gonna draw the point directly all over your body. pressing that deeply into your energetic field. Next, we're gonna bring more balance into your life. It's gonna support this retrograde perfectly for you. along with that one, something that you really need during this time is rest and relaxation. I'm gonna use this blue light agate to kind of like calm down your body. So that whenever you take a break, your brain isn't like constantly still on loop thinking about like a bajillion things. I want it to just completely settle and relax. Gonna do a quick aura fluff so that you're nice and ready to continue this Venus retrograde with a improved spirit. I'm sending you much love, strength and patience for the rest of this retrograde, especially because Mercury is also gonna go retrograde pretty soon, and if I remember correctly, Neptune as well. So we have a lot of things to go through, but together, united, we can tackle this on. Thank you so much for being here with me and letting me do this. I will see you next week, and until then, stay healthy and safe. Goodbye, my friends.